A record number of people headed from South America towards the US border last year, facing disease and violence along the way and a perilous jungle crossing. It takes days to walk through the Darien Gap, 100 kilometres of jungle between Colombia and Panama. Many of those making the trip are children who sometimes lose their parents along the way. An estimated 500,000 people fleeing violence and poverty in their homelands made the crossing in 2023. DW has been speaking with some of them.
This is Bajo Chiquito, Panama, the first community where migrants arrive after walking for about a week through the jungle of the Darien Gap. Hundreds of people arrive here every day. The villagers pick them up in canoes. Loreni left her home in Venezuela with her husband, 3 children, and in-laws. They spent some time in Peru before deciding to make the trek north toward the USA. The trip through the jungle was brutal. She says they saw terrible things.
They told us that we would find the canoes at a certain point, but they lied. We had to walk 4 days in the jungle, and on the way we saw dead and bloated bodies of people and of animals.
After signing in with Panama's immigration authorities, many come to the makeshift health center. Most suffer from severe dehydration, bruises, and gastrointestinal ailments. Loreni's husband has stones in his foot, and her daughters have rashes and fungal infections. Her baby has also lost weight. But for Loreni, the fear and threats she encountered were the worst.
They told us we had to pay $100 or they would take our children. When we said we didn't have any money, they said they were going to keep us there or rape one of the children.
Most of the people here tell us that on the Colombian side, there are guides who take them through the jungle. The guides will also carry backpacks and provide medicine. They charge $350. For some, it's a price worth paying. Although the costs are sometimes quite high, they provided us with security all the way to the border. From the Colombian border into Panama, after the military barracks is where we had problems. We were assaulted. The canoes leaving Bajo Chiquito navigate 4 hours to the next migration reception station. There, agents check their bags to confiscate dangerous objects and weapons. Conditions in the camp are better thanks to the increased presence of international organizations, although some say serious issues remain.
Now we have problems with the food. It's going bad, and there are children who are sick.
This tent is a place for children to feel safe, to play and receive psychological care to overcome the trauma of the trip. More and more children are arriving alone.
Year on year, it's more than tripled. More than 3,000 unaccompanied or separated children have already passed through here. It's a question of survival when their mums or dads can no longer walk.
As awful as conditions are, these people are the lucky ones to have survived the dangers of the Darien Gap.